This is a moment you wouldn't want to miss in a rush. This is another pond constructed to give us enough water that we needed to do this fish raising. And the reason one thing I want to say is that before things of this nature could be done, there are things to be considered. First, this type of pond has to be done in a swampy area, in a waterlogged area, to give us enough water that will contain the volume of the fish that will be dropped in this pond. The size of this pond is 55 by 130, and that tells us that the volume of the fish that will be in this pond is not going to be little but big. On the sizes that will be here, we round on from 5,000 to 6,000 fishes. Here, the reason why this has to be done in a waterlogged area is that, as you can see, this particular pond, there is water coming out from the ground, but the water is not enough to carry the volume of the fish that will be deposited in this water. That is why another thing entirely has been constructed to really give support of the water that comes from the ground, and that is why a reservoir or a water system kind of a thing is constructed to supply much water added with the one that come out of the ground, so that there will be sufficient water for the fish to live on and have a balancing. There I am going to show you the constructed site. This is the out of the water. As you can see, it was actually constructed to meet the needs of the water in the pond. It's this construction, as you can see this pipeline as it goes, there are about 4 pipelines there. They are actually laid to really meet the target, not only for the pond that I've just showed you now, but for the other pond that is not up to the size of this one that I showed you. Now you can see how the pipeline goes, and that is how it all goes to supply water to this particular pond that I just showed you. You have seen the reservoir or the water system, so to say, that have been constructed to support the water that comes out of this swampy area, that comes out of this particular pond. Now, in the next video, I am going to show you when the net is going to be covered on this particular pond. I am going to show you the importance of netting, of covering the pond with a net. So stay tuned.